Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel or welcome if you are new here. I make beauty and makeup related stuffs on my channel, so if that is what interests you, then do consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell notification to get notified every time I come out with a new video. For today's video, I'm gonna do a first impression video of this eyeshadow palette. It is a Tammi X Revolution palette and this is how it looks like. So ever since this launched, I really wanted to do a first impression video on this particular palette. So here I am doing my first impression. So I really hope that you like it, and keeping that aside, let's get started with today's video. Starting with the packaging, it has a very beautiful packaging with a matte cover and all the shade names are there in the back. You can also see the shade names on the plastic that it comes with, but anyway we are going to throw it out. So this palette has all the colors of the rainbow and it's beautiful. Okay, so I thought of doing two different eye looks today. I will be playing with two colors, with red on this eye and with blue on that eye, so that I can test the palette really nicely. So I will be starting off with the darkest red over here. All the shade names I will be mentioning on the screen, so you can check that out. Whoa, this is quite pigmented. I'm putting the red on the outer corner and dragging it in the front. Now taking the orange shade, I will be using it as a transition. And I'm using the same brush so that all of the things blend nicely. Then I'm taking the bright yellow shade from the palette and let's see how yellow works, as yellow is quite difficult to work with. Okay, so the yellow is also pigmented. Wow, that's great. Now I'm taking the black color a little bit and I will be putting it on the outer corner to give it some depth. Okay, so the black is pigmented but not as pigmented as the red ones. I will be taking a little bit of red and mixing it with the black. Okay, so for the hollow section, let's use the golden shade. Wow, the golden shade is so pigmented and it is applying like a butter. That's amazing. Moving to the lower lash line, I will be applying the red shade again. This is so pigmented. Oh my god. I'm mixing it up with a little bit of orange and black. For the inner corner, let's use the same golden shade. This is so pigmented and I'm really impressed with the shimmer shade. And this is how the eye look like so far. We will be quickly moving on to the other eye. For this eye, I'm taking the darkest blue from the palette and applying it on the outer end and dragging it towards the front. Okay, so this is also quite pigmented, but I feel the red one worked better. But anyway, this is my first impression. I will be playing with this palette a lot more and I will let you guys know how this performed. Now I'm taking the navy blue shade as a transition. This blend so beautifully into each other. And there is hardly any fallout. Yeah, there is a little bit of fallout, but that's not much. Now I'm taking the same yellow shade and mixing it up with the blue. This yellow has really impressed me. It is so pigmented and it's really difficult to make yellow shades which are pigmented, you know. At the end I'm using the black again just to give it some depth and blending it with the navy blue. And for the hollow section, let's use the green shade. Oh my god, this shade is so pretty. And it's such a unique shade. I haven't really seen this shade in a lot of palette. It's a beautiful lime green shade. Taking the blue shade again and mixing it up with the green so that there is no harsh line. Just a little bit. For the bottom lashes also I'm taking the dark blue shade. And then moving on to the sky color. For the inner corner, let's use the green color again. It's such a pretty color, oh my god. Okay, so far this is how both the eyes look. I will be quickly put on some wing liner and lashes and I will come back. And here I have put on the lashes and liner, and now I will be doing my lips, and for that I am using the In Color lip liner in the shade Wine. And for the lips I am using the LA Color matte liquid lipstick in the shade Smashing. It is a very beautiful brown neutral shade. I will be using the same lipstick as my blush. For the highlighter, I'm using the Charion palette. It has so many beautiful highlighters. And that's the finished look. yeah, that completes my first impression of the Tammi X Revolution palette. I really enjoyed filming this video, and I think the makeup look turned out so beautiful. And talking about the palette itself, it is so pigmented. The matte shades are very pigmented, they are very blendable, they are not chalky. Also, the thing that I love the most about this palette is the shimmer shade. The shimmer shades are so beautiful. They are foiled so beautifully and it glides on the lid like a butter. I think the shimmers are even better than the matte shade. The only shade that disappointed me is the black shade. Yeah, it is quite pigmented, but I have seen a lot of other palettes with a better matte black shade, so they could have given a bit more pigmentation to the black shade, and that's it. All the other shade works beautifully, especially the yellow shade. It's very difficult to form a yellow shade which is so pigmented, and this shade is very pigmented. And if you want to get a colorful palette, you can absolutely go for this one, but you need to keep in mind that this doesn't really come with any neutral shade. So if you want to play with neutral shades, this palette might not be for you. But if you're like me, who loves playing with colors and want to experiment with different looks and want to create different looks with only one single palette, you can go for this one. This palette retails for 1800 or 1900 or so you are getting such a beautiful palette under 2000 rupees, which is great, I feel. And that's it. I highly recommend you to get this palette. Also, you will be seeing a lot of looks using this palette on my channel as well as on my Instagram. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you should go and follow me there. And that's it for today's video, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed, and I loved filming this video. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification to get notified every time I come out with a new video. You can always follow me on Instagram, as I'm always active there. Also, the pictures of this makeup look will be up on my Instagram, so don't forget to follow me there. And that's it. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, stay positive. I will see you guys on my next one.